And test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we are live. We should be live. I think we are live. Yep, we are live. So welcome, I guess, astronauts, cosmonauts, space travelers, interplanetary and interstellar space travelers, the stream where I am streaming my first finished video game. So I'm excited about this because I learned a lot. When I think we're good. So this is called Blockade Runner, and you can get it at argy.itch.io. Reloading. Let's see. There we go. Is the music too loud? Maybe. Let's check the audio levels. I think we're good. Though I don't know. Like I'm a bit. Actually my own voice is a bit low, right? Best. Why is my voice low? Why is my voice low? Best. 1, 2. Maybe I need to. Best. Huh. Ta-da! Interesting. It's like it should be. It's usually louder. It's usually louder. My voice. Yeah, maybe if I turn this a bit lower. Where's the? If I did, maybe it's like this. Maybe I should do it like this. Maybe it's better like this. Okay. First of all, let's reset the progress. There we go. We can reset the progress. There's one save file in the app data direct folder. You can set separate audio levels. Okay. Blockade Runner by me. When the powerful setup blockades, the only hope of the powerless is a blockade runner. Your pilot can get the ship out of any danger, but you have to protect the payload from being destroyed by projectiles, ion blasts, and tractor beams. So we will have to aim the dish and use 3 different kinds of countermeasures. There's also a supercharge modifier which will turn the countermeasures stronger. So that was the options menu, and select mission is where we start. There are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So there are 22 missions. 21 of these are short missions, and the 22nd one is outside of the solar system. Most of them are in the solar system. The last one is reaching Proxima Centauri. That's a 2-hour-long mission. So the first one is the Blockade Runner tutorial. Appropriating the Blockade Runner payload 5 barrels of fuel, distance 27 seconds. That's a short one. If you want to fly Blockade Runner first, you have to steal an appropriate one. Many objects in the asteroid belt are used as junkyards for ships, and we found there a Blockade Runner in perfect condition. We only need to get it off the asteroid without being hit by one of the meteoroids pulled by its gravity. They might poke a hole in the side of the fuel tanks, and without fuel, we'll have to land the ship again. Instructions. The only threats will be projectiles from above. First, press up to align the dish upwards, then watch for projectiles. When you see one, trigger the laser excuse me, to destroy the projectile. Too many projectiles hit the ship, you fail. Last launch. So let's go up. We have 5 lives. And we have a combo meter. Love this music. And now we can do a supercharged laser. Boom! There we go. Payload delivered. Progress saved. 5 of 5 barrels of fuel delivered with 0 health by tractor beams. Efficiency 9 hits 100%. Longest combo 9. Next mission unlocked. So we can go back to the main menu or the select mission screen. Next mission is unlocked. The interplanetary drive tutorial. Payload 5 barrels of fuel again. Distance 69 seconds this time. Now that we have a Blockade Runner ship, we need an interplanetary drive to travel to different hotspots in the solar system. We happen to have found one in an area where the meteoroids have unpredictable trajectories. This time projectiles can approach from any of the 4 directions. You can aim the dish up, left, I have a contact failure here. Up, left, down, right with WASD or D-pad, or you can turn it, turn it with Q and E or the shoulder buttons. I never use the shoulder buttons, but I thought it might be interesting, but I never use it. Let's go. And this will be the last tutorial mission, so... Okay, now we have supercharge. But I don't think there will be an opportunity to use it. Or at the same time. So I think the cooldown takes half a second. Oh, I could have used it there. Let's try using it. Bang! There we go. So the cooldown takes half a second. Turning 90 degrees is 0.1 seconds. Interplanetary drive tutorial payload delivered. Progress saved. 49 hits, 100%. Longest move 49. Inner solar system unlocked. Complete 3 missions in the inner solar system to unlock Jupiter and Saturn. So this is the inner solar system: Mercury, Moon, Mars, Venus, Earth, and if we do 3 of these, so we have to do at least 1 hard mission. But I will do all of them. Then next couple will unlock. But I will just go through them one by one. Mercury, easy. Payload 5 canisters of oxygen, distance 290 seconds. Intergalactic Explorations is a US company that claimed possession of Mercury without asking anyone else first. The employees are being paid in air, so we're gonna smuggle in some air. Let's do this. So now we will be shot at with missiles. This is the real deal. I'm not sure we will be able to use the supercharge. Because this is the easiest level. This is the easiest level. So the way I did it is that first I made levels that I could come up with, and then I realized that those levels might be too hard, so I intentionally made, after each hard level, based on each hard level, I made an easy version where it's very easy to do them, just in case they are too hard. But like if the easy levels are too easy, then obviously you can do the 3 hard levels, and that would unlock the next chapter. So you don't need to bother with the easy levels, at least in the linear solar system. But I just enjoy taking out all the missiles. Like, I like it that when there are easy levels too. So I never heard the audio in I always played with the speakers. I never tried it with headphones. It's a very interesting experience. Boom. There's your supercharged laser. It's piercing, so it takes out every projectile in one row. Okay. There you go. And the combo meter is based on the Arkham games, basically. So the combo is still going, but the combo meter is depleted when you use supercharge. The difference is that in the Arkham games you get 1 hit in the combo meter when your super hits. But I decided to, no, let's just deplete it, because basically the supercharged stuff is not, like, that's not to do amazing things like in Arkham, but to get you out of trouble. Because you can do, with the exceptions of Proxima Centauri, you can do every mission without using the supercharge. So you only need to use the supercharge if you screwed up something that gets you out of trouble. So basically you pay the price by depleting the combo meter. So it's not really, even though the game tells you how to do it and etc., but it's not really incentivized to do it. Like it means you screwed up if you need to use the supercharged countermeasure. But it's cool, like you feel powerful when you do it. The missiles arrive from random directions, so when 3 salvos was coming in from the bottom in a row, that was an accident. Mercury payload delivered. 5 of 5 canisters of oxygen delivered with 0 health by tractor beams. Efficiency counter projectile laser 185 hits, 100%. Longest combo 185. Okay. Complete. The moon. Easy. 5 crates of food. 152 seconds. A few years ago, religious fundamentalist terrorists claimed the moon base funded by the Indian government. Now they are the de facto government. Both sides shoot down food supplies. So that will be fun, delivering food to the starving civilians. Here we go. I'm a bit like I wish I started working on the UX earlier. Like, you know, there are 2 different incentives that you have when you make a game. That one is that the gameplay is more important than how it looks when you're developing, but the looks is also part of the user experience. So actually you should start working on the graphics very early on. Like, you would feel like, no, the graphics should be less. Actually, it's part of the experience. So you should start working on it parallel with the gameplay. I think the holistic approach is what I read in Mendes Videkam's article on holistic game design, that different aspects of the game should inform each other step by step. So you shouldn't do the gameplay, finish the gameplay, and then create the graphics. No, the graphics should be like, it's important how things look for the player, and how things sound. So it shouldn't be an afterthought. Getting closer. So I wish I worked more on the HUD and on the menus, but they look okay. Like they're serviceable, and I enjoy that they are so bold, like these huge sliders. Okay, the moon, easy. 5 crates of food delivered, 0 health by tractor beams. Efficiency 132 hits with the counter projectile laser, 100%. I guess 132. And there's your instruction, because we got a full combo meter but didn't use a supercharged countermeasure. So here it tells us that when the combo meter is filled and turns yellow, hold the supercharge modifier, shift on the keyboard or trigger on the gamepad while triggering a countermeasure to supercharge it. A supercharged laser is piercing, a supercharged shield raises all shields, and a supercharged graviton jammer will jam every beam in the direction of the dish. Okay, let's go on next. Okay, we're done with the easy levels. 3 hard levels incoming. Mars. Payload 3 specialists. Distance 153 seconds. A few years ago, followers of the AI called LOLJK purchased the abandoned US Mars colony. The cultists shoot on any... it should be at, dang it! Should be at. The cultists shoot at any ship trying to land. We can get some members to quit the cult by smuggling in some experts specialized in cults. I was thinking about using the word deprogrammers, but it turns I googled what word to use it, because I don't know exactly, and it turns out that I didn't do a deep research into it, but Google says that deprogramming is like controversial, which I understand, because you're basically trying to take out people out of a cult by depriving them of their free will, right? It might not be that, but it might skirt that. So that's why I use the word specialist, to be vague about it. There's like, when you want to do there's politics in this game, but I want to do simple politics where, you know, there are powerful governments and there are powerless citizens. It's so easy. It's so easy. Like, you don't have to take sides in wars to understand that powerful governments kill and torture powerless citizens, their own and other and of other countries. It always happens. But even like that, with this simple premise, I bumped into issues where, okay, I don't know enough about this. So I have to phrase carefully. Okay, so let's go to Mars. I really like the soundtrack of the hard stages. There's a lot of urgency in it. Like I was really enjoying choosing the music, and it was one of the Humble Bundles. Like from Humble Bundles, I got a lot of sound and music, and it took me like a whole day to find the music I want. Because I wanted the menu to feel like a space game, like the main menus screen of Mass Effect, right? And I wanted the stage music to have urgency, and like I found 6 tracks, 3 of them good for the hard levels, 3 of them good for the easy levels. And sometimes there are 4 levels, 4 easy and 4 hard, so sometimes they repeat inside the chapter. But that's okay, they're good enough, Interestingly, the stage music repeats, but the venue music doesn't repeat. It's okay, and the game, the end level music doesn't repeat either. Because you wouldn't be too long on that screen anyway. Go. We're almost there. This is on the hardest part. Oh, I missed a shot. Dang it, I missed a shot. I wonder if I will lose any payload at some point. Probably in this Proxima Centauri mission. Mars hard, payload delivered. Progress saved. 3 upstream specialists delivered. Mission the counter retaliator 1 in 96 hits, 1 misses. Like 99%. I was like, you know what? It's good enough. You don't need to worry about plural. One gas combo 187. Jupiter and Saturn unlocked. Complete 5 missions around them to unlock Uranus and Neptune. Okay, but we will still do the 2 hard projectile inner system stages because I like them. Venus. Payload 3 pieces of environmental control equipment. Distance 142 seconds. The colonists established the Democratic People's Council in the name of equality. Of course, the equality doesn't include the largest racial minority who are driven from the floating cities into the acid wastelands. We are bringing in environmental control equipment to ensure their independence. Excuse me. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I like this music. Lots of projectiles. Lots of supercars. And barely an opportunity to use the supercharge. There you go. I like finding opportunities to use the supercharge, even though you don't need, like, the level will be more frantic if I didn't use it. But even like this, it feels like, woo, that was close one. It wasn't close. Like you can do it with a supercharge. It just feels so close. There you go. I'm really glad how well the sound effect listener works. Like, it listens to where the explosion is, and that's where you hear it. I really like that effect. And I didn't have to do anything, it's just the note in Godot. It basically does it automatically. There we go. Progress saved. 22 hits, 100%. Longest combo 22. There you go. Perfect run. Perfect run. The Earth. 3 pieces of communications equipment, distance 97 seconds. This isn't a blockade per se, but a constant battle between different nations in orbit. We are delivering communications equipment that will allow the Earthlings to illegally communicate across the front lines with their loved ones. Let's do this. It's quite short, 97 seconds. But it's intense though. I promise you it's intense. If without supercharge attacks, this would be close one. Wow. There we go. There we go. Okay. It was a bit exciting. It will be supercharged. Okay, 134 hits, 100%. It was all in one combo. It was all in one combo. Okay, that was the inner star system. And now we have the next chapter. Europa. Easy. Payload 5 crates of human-made art. Distance 152 seconds. The story. The official position of GME is that the human activity of art is distracting from work, banning all forms of it, only allowing algorithm-generated works. We are going to smuggle in some real artworks. And GME is the Jovial Mining Enterprise. It's leasing the rights to mine the Jovial Moons. The working conditions are harsh and the company is allowed to use lethal force. Ion Blast. The Ion Blasts are too fast, you can't shoot them down. You have to raise an electromagnetic shield beforehand as a precaution. Press enter, yeah. That's enter or the top face button. Don't forget to raise all your shields at the start of the stage, and we will do that after this ad, which will be 3 minutes long. Back, okay. So yeah, Ion Blast. So the way it works is that there are 3 kinds of attacks that we have to avoid. One is the projectile. You have to shoot down the projectile after it appears but before it hits you. Ion Blast, on the other hand, you have to counter them before they are shot. So you have to have you need precautions there. I guess how the third one is behaving. Okay, so Europa, it will be easy. We're raising the shields. That's an Ion Blast. We have to raise the shields every time, and an Ion Blast takes it down. There was so much thought put into, like, I was like, how should the shields behave? I was thinking about that a lot. Like, should they be multi-layered? Like, but then I realized that if I want these to be, the projectiles and the countermeasures to be similar, then it will have to be one shot. The shields have to be one shot. If I want them to be similar. You just press the button before it hits. That's the difference. And the combo is behaving very interesting with the shield because, like, you hit with the shield when the Ion Blast arrives, but you miss it. But how do you miss with the shield? Well, you overload the shield. Like you raise the shield that's already raised. That's a miss. That's how it works in combo. And with the efficiency too. Okay. Getting closer. Getting closer. This is the end. This will be the hardest part. Or should be. But this is an easy level, so there's no hard part really. There we go. Europa easy. Payload delivered. 5 out of 5 crates of human-made art. Efficiency 36 laser hits, so it's 100%, 36 EM shield hits, 100%, longest combo 72. There we go. And the supercharged shield raises all the shields. Okay, select mission. Let's go to IO. 5 electromagnetic power plants. Distance 160 seconds. Due to the magnetosphere of Jupiter, there is a constant ion storm surrounding Io, which both isolates it and provides the colonists with power. Only a Blockade Runner can replace the deteriorated power plants. So, this, by the way, I try to be scientifically accurate as much as this is a fantastical world. I try to stay scientifically accurate. And that's one thing that happens with Io, that as it orbits Jupiter, the magnetosphere of Jupiter moves through the magnetosphere of Jupiter. Like the magnetosphere of Jupiter spins at a different rate as the orbiting speed of Io. So that creates like an electric current of ions. So lightning is basically an ion blast that's natural. I'm going to do 3 versions of each kind of attack. Like 2 of them would be a natural version and the human-made version. Like the natural version of the ion attack is the lightning. The human-made is the ion blast. Similar with the projectile, the natural is the meteoroid, and the human-made is the missile. But it didn't do it for all of them. Because it was good enough. And good enough is the magic word in game development. By the way, these lightnings are actual lightnings that I photographed. Or parts of them at least, like it's not the entire lightning. I edited out parts of those photographs. It's very satisfying to photograph lightning because it feels like you captured lightning. Right? It feels impossible. It feels magical. But it's not that hard to do. Like you just point the camera at the lightning storm and use a long exposure. and then lightning will be on the photo, in one of the photos. You make a lot of long exposure photos, one of them will have a lightning on it. There we go. 60 electromagnetic shield hits, 100%, longest combo 60. Okay, let's go to Ganymede, easy. Payload 5 planetary EM shields, distance 56 seconds. The miners of this colony are rebelling against the GME. The GME is in orbit bombarding them with ionic blasts. They sorely need planetary EM shields. Okay, let's do this. Oh, this is a short one because originally this was meant to be the tutorial for the ion blast. But I realized that I have a bunch of projectile-based missions, so there's no reason for me to put an ion tutorial that early. And by the time you get to this chapter, there's no reason for you to get a separate tutorial level. But I cannibalized the tutorial level and just used it as a normal level, which made it like a super short level. There we go. Payload delivered. 31 counter-projectile laser hits, 24 EM shield hits, 100% both, longest combo 55. No misses. Okay, Callisto. Payload 5 passengers, distance 265 seconds. This colony managed to break away from GME. GME completely isolated the colony, stopping anyone from leaving. Thus, we're going to take their loved ones to them. So we are just taking passengers. And GME is shooting down passengers. This is the last easy level. This is the last Jupiter level. Here we go. Should be easy, right? This is an easy level. I'm just nervous because the payload is live humans. And if we're hit, someone dies. If we're hit, someone dies. Just gotta pay attention. Just gotta pay attention. Oh, we're still early. This is a long one. This is a long one. Okay. We're getting 2 projectiles at the same time. With the easier was I made really sure that you should have no problem recovering after each attack. You just need to act. You just need to react to every attack, and then you can recover before the next attack comes. But sometimes you get 3 missiles at the same time, so you need to pay attention. Even if it's an easy level. Now we're using 4 projectiles, which means that we can continuously shoot at them. But they are rare enough, so on easy, I leave some space between them. So you can't really use the supercharge. Like when I was making the levels, I knew that I would I knew from the start that I wanted to do a supercharge, but I didn't implement it. And all the levels are based on what if on what if you don't have supercharge. So I wasn't trying to. I didn't realize how supercharge wouldn't really work in every situation. Until I implemented it, and by the time the stages were fixed. Okay, Callisto is the progress saved. 5 out of 5 passengers delivered. Laser 240 hits 100%. Shield 32 hits 100%. Longest combo 272. Okay, let's go for the hard ion levels. The next levels are still not unlocked. I think, how many do we need? Like 5, I think. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 hard level or all the hard levels and 2 easy. I think if it's 5, I don't remember. Like I didn't want anyone to force to do all the hard levels to unlock the next chapter. Okay, so Titan. Saturn was purchased by Mr. Smith as an engagement ring. After he died, his employees are left to fend for themselves on moons blockaded by automated defense systems. The colonists managed to disable the automatic missile launchers, but they don't have the tools to take down the ionic blasters. We are delivering blaster control devices that can each take down 1 blaster. Distance 155 seconds, payload 3 blaster control devices. Okay, 155 seconds, let's go. And we only have 3 lives here on hard. Because the payload is basically your lives. And on easy you have 5, on hard you have 3. Well, now we have 2 ion blasts almost at the same time. So the way ion blasts are programmed is that if 2 single ion blasts will never 2 consecutive single ion blasts will never hit in the same place. But the third one might go back to where the first one was. So when there are 3 ions like that, that's not programmed as random where they hit. So when there are 3, you have to be fast, raising back the first shield, taking down. And you should have, like, the game gives you enough time to react, to raise it back up. But it's still scary because that's a very short window of time you have. That's a very short window. And now it feels like it's lagging a bit. And there's your non-single ion blast. So there are 2 kinds of, actually 3. There's a supercharged shield that I did. This is so scary when all the shields go down at the same time. That's so scary. But you will always have time to raise back up. I made sure of that. Even when you don't have supercharged shields. But it's more convenient with the supercharged shields. Ooh, that was a close one. So the game lags a bit when I'm using OBS. I think. There you go. All delivered. There were only ion blasts, so we got 140 hits, and it's all in one combo. Uranus and Neptune unlocked. Complete every mission in the solar system. Every mission. So you have to complete the ones that you don't like to unlock Proxima Center, because to get to Proxima Center you need dedication. So that's why you need to complete the boring and the 2 hard missions too, because Proxima Centauri will be a 2-hour mission and it won't be easy. So you have to be ready to boring and hard. Okay, but we're still at Saturn. So there are 2-hour missions around Saturn. Mimas. 3 crates of replacement parts. Distance 182.5 seconds. This is the only stage with a half second at the end. The living spaces of the colonists are breaking down. They need replacement parts. Okay, let's do that. Mimas. Here we go, Mimas. Oh, this is one of my favorites. If this will get hectic, this will get hectic. And the music is good too. Feels like it lags a bit. OBS basic lag. I don't know how to. Like, I'm not a programmer. I could have probably optimized the game more. It loads everything. All the images are loaded, all the sprites, all the animations are loaded. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe you should only load the ones that we need. Like every planet, every moon and planet is loaded right now, even though we need only one every time each. And they are big. Those image files are big. But it shouldn't affect the gameplay. But just saying that if you play it at home, if you don't stream it, if you don't record it on OBS, then there should be no lag. Like I can play it no lag, no problem without OBS. So I learned a lot making this game. One thing that I learned is that I don't have to load everything in. Even though, like, theoretically everything fits into the memory, but I'm not sure how the video card works. I'm not sure, like, I'm not sure how much the CPU is doing. So maybe I should. Oh, that was an overcharge shield. So I should do it more frugally. I should use the sprites more frugally, I think. Like only load one background at the start of the stage, not every background at the start of the game. No, I'm not sure. Yeah, that was 4 Ion Blasts to end the stage. Okay. Yeah, there it is. 72 hits and 1 overflown shield, 98%. We got 201 hits with the laser, 100%. 219 is the longest combo. Because that shield overcharge ruined it. And the last one on Saturn. Payload 3 workers, distance 176 seconds. Most of the colonists Mr. Smith settled here aren't skilled in building projects, which is seriously needed in the deteriorating infrastructure. We are going to bring in some workers. Iapetus. Launch. We have 3 lives. They're human lives. And look at how scary this is. All shields are taken down while we're trying to deal with the projectiles. So that's why I'd rather use the supercharged shield here. Because it's very scary when all the shields go down at the same time. I feel naked without shields. Projectiles and an Ion Blast at the same time. And how do you time it? Like, do you raise the shield first or do you take the projectile first? You have to make decisions in this game. I had to realize by doing tests that wait, actually you have to make decisions in this game. I didn't realize that it's a decision-based game. But in action games, you make a lot of decisions while doing the action. You have to prioritize stuff. I have to use my supercharged. I didn't have to, but it's more convenient. Imagine how close it could have come without using it. Back to the 3 projectiles and an Ion Blast combo. Getting there. Be careful not to forget to raise shields in time. Whew, okay. That was stressful. Okay, 3 workers delivered. 242 hits, 100%. 69 hits, 100%. 311 is the longest combo. Okay. Okay, next is the next chapter, the last chapter. Titania. Easy. So we have tractor beams now. You can't stop tractor beams from locking onto your ship. The moment there are more tractor beams locked on than remaining payload you have, you lose them all. To get rid of a tractor beam, you can aim your dish in its general direction and trigger the graviton jammer, which is either the control button on the keyboard or the middle button on the mouse or the right face button on your gamepad. So there's B on my gamepad. Uranus colonies. These colonies escaped the wars of the inner solar system and settled in the Uranus system. After a decade, they started their own wars. Due to the constant orbital bombardments of the Oberonian and Aurelian fleets, the colony has a need of surgical equipment. Distance 129 seconds, payload 5 sets of surgical equipment. That's Titania. Okay. Let's do this. It's just a bit more than 2 minutes, not much. So now we have the 3 types of attacks. The projectiles that you need to take out while they are in flight. The ion blast that you need to counter before they arrive. And the tractor beams that you need to counter after they hit you. Basically, if you have more tractor beams latching onto the ship than hit points, then you die. That's the rule. Or you can imagine that all the payloads held by tractor beams is 1 hit point. Like they are held together. You can imagine it like that. So if a payload held by tractor beam is hit by projectile or ion blast, then all of it will be destroyed. Or if one extra tractor beam latches onto it, that can just take it out, all of them at once. So you can see that the bottom HP turns blue. When more ones turn blue than you have, then you die. So this is kind of like a stun damage or non-lethal damage, right? That has no effect until it's too late. So tractor beams are sneaky because you think like, it's fine, I can just use the graviton jammer on them anytime, but the moment it's too much, it's over. Like it's not that you get 1 permanent damage, but no, you die. Okay, there you go. Payload delivered. 5 sets of surgical equipment. Counter projectile laser 108 hits, 100%. Electromagnetic shield 16 hits, 100%. Graviton jammer 16 hits, 100%. Longest from 140. So that was a perfect run there, because these are easy levels. There are 3 easy levels. Oberon. 5 canisters of polio vaccines, 297 seconds. Polio is raging across the moon and it's difficult to bring in vaccines with the joint Titanian Aurelian fleets blockading. Let's go. Let's do this. 297, that's like 3 minutes, basically. It was interesting to find out how long a level should be. Like I was going on feeling. Like I'm using animation to activate attacks, and like I'm starting to add like gimmicky stuff, and then like adding in some easy softballs. Like yeah, one missile here, one missile there. A tractor beam that you can counter easily. at one point do I have to end the level, and I always try to make a level like ramping up to like originally I made the hard levels, so I always envisioned like a exciting ending to a level, and the entire level is just ramping up that ending. And then the easy levels are basically taking hard levels and making them easier, like spreading the attacks up more further apart from each other so that you have time to recover. Oh, that was the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. So that's one of the interesting difficulties of this game, that like sure there's reflex time, etc., but the thing is that there are 3 kinds of attacks, and you have to decide which of the 3 buttons you want to push. I don't know about you, but like other people, but me, many times I just press the wrong button. I just press the wrong button for no reason at all. Like even when with the like I'm not late pressing the button, it's just the wrong button. It's just the wrong button. I need to concentrate a bit there. Even though it's an easy level, sometimes I need to concentrate. So in easy levels, I was okay with doing these double ion shots because 2 consecutive ion blasts will never hit the same shield, right? So it's okay to have 2 ion blasts because you can raise the shields afterwards. It won't get through the shields by itself. 3 ion blasts can get through, but 2 cannot. And I don't think any easy level has the all ion blast shot. I think that's only on hard levels. Now we get 2 tractor beams and 3 projectiles. 3 and 3 projectiles, I mean. Now 2 ions. There's a structure, so I always... Every stage has a specific structure with repeating patterns. So you can, after some time, you can... Oh, there were 3 ion blasts. And that was the final... and 3 tractor beams. That was the final attack. So there's always structure with repetition in the stages. So you can start to expect what comes next, but then it ramps up a bit sometimes. Okay, 5 canisters delivered, 224 laser hits, 100%, 29 shield hits, 100%, 29 graviton jammer hits, and 1 miss, 96%. One gets going 215. Okay, and this should be the last. Yeah, the last is the tractor beam level. Due to the titanium oberonium face constant bombardment, hygiene is critical. Disinfectants are sorely needed. 137 seconds. 5 canisters of disinfectants to Ariel. And I never even thought of making tractor beam tutorial level. I never got to that part, so these are all legit levels. Lots of tractor beams. Oh, there's an ion blast. And there we go, now we get into a pattern. One ion blast, one tractor beam, one ion blast, one tractor beam. And when you get used to it, then it changes. There, yep, light changes. When you get used to it, then it changes. Now we have projectiles. This is quite an exciting level for an easy one. Quite an exciting level for an easy one. It's not super hard, but you need to pay attention which button you press. Now all three, we have all three now. This can confuse me. This can confuse me. I have to press all three buttons. There we go. Yeah, it didn't get more crazy than this. Okay, 32 hits with a laser and a shield each, 100%. This is for Graviton Jammer hits, 100%. Longest combo, 128, so it was a perfect level. I should have added, I didn't add the possibility of, like, if the combo goes through the entire level, and all your hits are 100%, that's a perfect level. I should have added that output, that message. Okay, here we go. 4 hard levels with all 3 attacks at Neptune, around Neptune. Here we go. So Triton, payload 3 organic samples, distance 117 seconds. Scientists researching the ice giant require live spore samples. We can bring them those, but this payload will draw the ice giant's attacks. The ice giant is a planet-scale creature living in the opaque atmosphere of Neptune. It shoots spores, summons ion storms, and blasts psionic beams. And a psionic beam is just the organic version of the tractor beam. So originally I wanted to do 3 versions of each of the 3 attacks, like the 3 projectiles, asteroids, missiles, and spores. The 3 ion blasts, the one for one is the natural is lightning, the human-made is the ion blast, and I didn't know what to do with the with the monster ion blast, and I decided that, like, well, like, eels can do electrical shocks, right? So let's make it lightning, so I don't have to do another version. And honestly, I want to do 3 versions of the tractor beams. The natural would be the wormhole, the human-made is the tractor beam, and the monsters is the psionic beam. And in story-wise, there are these 3, but they all look the same, because I could have, like, made 3 different looks for them, but honestly, the bottleneck for me, it's funny enough, because creating this game, I thought that, hey, I can use my Blender knowledge to make it look good, but in the end, my lack of Blender knowledge was the bottleneck. So basically, if I knew better graphics, if I could give it the better graphics, I would have done 3 different looks. Like the way I was going for like classic sci-fi, how does a tractor beam look like? And I was thinking about like how the UFO beam shoots out, and maybe a psionic beam could look something like, you know, when there's when in a comic book someone does mind control, there are like beams coming out, like something like that. And wormhole has a very iconic look. So, but I was like, listen, it can be all of them theoretically. So, and I'm not good enough at Blender to do them differently. So, so that's what we're stuck with now. Okay, so Triton, we're taking organic samples to scientists. But I made spores though. That's how spores look like. They look disgusting. I'm so proud how the spores look like. And there's like this they have this particular effect where parts of them fall off to infect everything. And we have 10. This is a hard level, but instead of 3 lives we have 10 because I wanted to go ham with the tractor beams. And the thing is that you cannot, like, if you want to have a lot of fun with the tractor beams, you need to give the player a lot of lives. And if the player has a lot of lives, but the problem was that my concept was that every level has to be done, doable, without getting any damage on damage. So having 10 health really doesn't. So that's a supercharged graviton jammer. Like that makes the stage too easy actually. So that was the problem with the tractor beam. That I'm pressing the wrong buttons. But this is getting exciting. Okay, we did it. Woo! Oh. There you go, 10 samples delivered. Counter projectile laser, 62 hits, 1 miss, 98%. Shield, 36 hits, 100%. Graviton jammer, 70 hits, 1 miss, 98%. That wasn't too bad, just 2 misses. One gas combo, 152. Okay, next mission, Proteus. The ice giant generated an event horizon around the moon. The colonists trapped are trying to counteract it with graviton jammers. We can punch through the event horizon and bring them some jammers. It's just 82 seconds and we're delivering 10 planetary graviton jammers. This is one of my favorite gimmicks. If you don't know about the gimmick of this stage, it's weird, it's scary. I hope it's scary. Like, if you thought that bringing down all 4 shields with the 4 ion attacks is scary, get ready for this. So we instantly max out the tractor beams. Imagine doing this without supercharged attacks. It's possible. I did. That's how I tested this level with the supercharged attacks, and it's doable. actually doable without supercharge attack. After finishing the game, I might try doing the hard levels without supercharge attacks. For countermeasures, sorry, these are not attacks, these are countermeasures. And from time to time we add another tractor beam, so if you didn't get rid of the tractor beams, that's game over. You have to start getting rid of the tractor beams, otherwise just one tractor beam will be game over for you. 61 hits with the laser, 98%, M1 miss, 48 hits with the shield at 100%, Graviton Jammer 19 hits, 1 miss, that's 95%, longest combo 108. Okay, near raid. Payload 3 evacuees, distance 128 seconds. But to be fair, shouldn't that be evacuers? Because you don't evacuate people, you evacuate places. The spores of the ice giant have spawned a new creature near raid and the colonists need to evacuate. We can land no problem, but any human that has the smell of the spores on them will be under constant attack if they try to escape. So we are not going towards the moon this time, but away from it. I came up with that because I couldn't find a good image of the Neptune moons. Don't have good images of them actually, so that's why Triton and Nereid. Triton and Proteus are the two moons that I found in pictures. So that's why Nereid is an evacuation, and the last one is Neptune itself. Because I only found two good images. So Nereid evacuation. Here we go. 3 lives, and they are people. They're human beings. There come the spores. There come the spores. By the way, originally I wanted to do this like some kind of amazing reveal. Oh my god, there's a creature here! But it didn't really make sense if it's a mission-based game and not a linear game. Then you like the mission has to like you cannot surprise the player every time it runs the mission, right? So if it's a mission-based game, and it is a mission-based game, you cannot really do a surprise like that. A surprise really like that. Another idea I had that the Ion Blast would be introduced by an Ion Blast at you when you don't know about it, like at the end of a projectile tutorial level, that you would be hit by an Ion Blast and oh, what was that? Like it would be a lightning that hits you, not ion storm lightning, and then you would get the Ion Blast tutorial level. But the problem is that I had a bunch of projectile only levels. So why would I put that surprise ending just before projectile? Oh no! I almost died there. Jesus. Because don't forget, I don't have 3 lives. I have 3 lives, and we almost got a 4th oh my god. We almost got a 4th tractor beam. I almost died there. Okay. 117 laser hits, that's 100%. 32 shield hits, that's 100%. Graviton Jabber 32 hits, 1 miss, 96%. Longest combo 151. Wow, that was very close. That was very close. Okay, and Neptune itself. Payload 3 scientists, distance 133 seconds. Scientists researching the ice giant have a very fast turnaround time. Most of the times they burn out. Many times they die. Replacement scientists are in very high demand. By the way, I call this creature the ice giant because the planets, the Uranus and Neptune, they are ice giants. That's what the name of their category is. Because I didn't know, by the way. I thought they were gas giants, but they're not. Like Jupiter and Saturn are gas giants, but Uranus and Neptune are ice giants. They have actually like an ice core, and most of their mass is in their ice core. Like, so basically they are ice planets, and they have huge atmosphere. But unlike Jupiter and Saturn, it's not the atmosphere that has the mass. Like in Jupiter and Saturn, their mass is in hydrogen and helium, right? But here, the hydrogen and helium is just an atmosphere surrounding a huge ice planet. But you cannot see it through them. Okay. This is the last level in the solar system, Neptune. And this is just this stage, this level has no gimmicks. Like this stage, like the other hard tractor beam levels are gimmicky. But I just say no. I made all the gimmick levels. Let's do one where I just try my best based on my experiences, and that's what Neptune became. That's what became Neptune. It's just a hard level. No dumb gimmicks. Attention. There's only 3 lives, so be careful with the tractor beams. Like, there were 2 tractor beams on 3 lives. Like, if you get 2 more tractor beams, you die. This is a close, like, that's very scary, the 2 tractor beams and 3 payloads. You have to get rid of them real fast. Oh. Oh, wow. I was panicking at the end. So this is why it's at the hard level. Okay, laser rate's 169, 100%. Shield 75 hits, 1 overthrown, that's 96%. Jammer 24 hits, 1 miss, 96%. Longest combo 209. Proxima Centauri unlocked. Good luck. Okay. Proxima Centauri. Now I have to be careful with the ads because I don't want the very end to have an ad. But Twitch wants to run an ad right now. If I run an ad and then start it, it's 2 hours long. Then I will get an ad right at the end. I don't know what to do. Let's read it first. Payload 10 interstellar explorers. Distance 7,200 seconds. That's 2 hours. The story: the powers of humanity banded together to send an exploration ship to the nearest star. With the interstellar drive they provided, you will experience the entire travel as 2 hours. but evading asteroids, ion storms, and natural wormholes will be harder than anything before. Good luck! Okay, let's I guess let's run an ad. Be back in 3 minutes. It also says it's impossible, which is not true. It's a lie, but it's cool. Like, I wanted this to be not possible without damage. I couldn't balance it exactly that way. You can do it without damage, but it's not. It's random. There's randomization in it. So we get the. I don't want to get an ad right at the finale of this level. So let's do some hard levels without supercharged attacks. Let's try some hard levels without supercharged attacks to show off how close it can be if you don't use supercharged attacks. And because Proxima Center it doesn't it won't take care of you like the other levels. You need to be really careful when you use supercharged attacks. So that's one thing that without supercharged attacks it might be impossible to finish Proxima Center without getting hit. But with supercharged attacks you might be able to finish it without getting hit. I'm not sure. It was very hard to balance it because I wanted to have some randomization in it, but also wanted to have structure. Oh dang it, I missed that shot, but that's fine. Not here to the 100% hits. No supercharge attacks, let's not forget. We almost did a supercharge attack there. Because the projectiles were lining up neatly. Okay, it wasn't too close, it was okay. It was okay. So let's do all the projectile. Let's do the hard projectile levels without supercharged laser shots. How hard will it get? Very interesting that originally in the first version I programmed the missiles and the laser to use collision, but that had so much baggage that I had to work around that. It was so much easier to just say that, okay, at this distance the missile will do damage and the laser is just looking for the closest missile to blow up. That's it. And I draw two lines, a red and a yellow from the middle to the blown up missile. Getting close. That was close. That was close. Jeez, I made a strategic mistake. Oh my god, that was so close. Like there are so many missiles lined up. The supercharge attack would have so much there. I think we're good. I think we're good. The mistake I made was that I made a 180 turn instead of a 90-degree turn because that takes twice as long. And meanwhile I couldn't shoot. Oh, that was a close one. Okay, let's do Earth without supercharged shots. They're possible to be done without supercharged shots without getting hit, but not easy. That's why they are denoted to be hard levels. And I knew that using the supercharged mechanic would make things easier, but I wanted the player to feel powerful when they use the supercharge attack. Like I didn't want it to be like mandatory to use to survive. I wanted it to be an extra that that makes you feel cool. And this is based on Arkham Combat, or inspired, not based, really. Inspired by Arkham Combat. And in Arkham Combat, the super combo attacks are not necessary to survive. You can just survive on your three basic moves: the attack, counter, and stun, cave stun. Getting some lag. Even though the OBS screen is turned. Oh, that was close. Woo! Yeah, okay. We did it. Okay, now let's do Proxima Centauri, a 2-hour long level. We have 10 10 lives, and we're wearing shades. And they're not shooting at us. We are avoiding natural obstacles like asteroids and ion storms and wormholes. This would be the first occasion where natural tractor beams appear, and I call them wormholes. You could call them gravitational anomalies. Like, these were the two interchangeable names for them I had. Well, I guess the collective name should be the gravitational anomaly, and the three versions of the gravitational anomaly would be wormholes, tractor beams, and psionic beams. And now we're dealing with asteroid projectiles, ion storm, ion blasts. Like, I don't have a good collective name for the ion blast. Like, the ion storm was obvious for the lightning, the ion blast from ion blasters, but I don't know. Like, I don't know how I should call the monstrous version, and I don't know how to call the collective version. I like the collective name of the three types. And like, I tried to be, even though this is very fantastical and simplified, I tried to be scientifically accurate. So, for example, the reason that the three attacks are a missile, an ion blast, and the tractor beam is that I was thinking, what kind of attacks would spaceships use? And I thought that, okay, they wouldn't use cannons, because that would ruin with the trajectory. That would mess with the trajectory. So they would do self-propelled missiles that propel themselves, like they just detach and turn on their rockets. And particle beams, like an ion blast. And the particle beam became an ion blast because I wanted it to be deflected by shields, like a force field. But what kind of force fields can I come up with that scientifically makes sense? And like, okay, if the particle beam is an ion beam, then I can use an electromagnetic field to deflect it. And that makes sense scientifically. It wouldn't look like this, obviously. And I struggled so much with the look of the shield. That was one of the bottlenecks, one of the failings that I couldn't do in Blender. I wanted to do like a Star Trek looking shield, but couldn't pull it off because it should be visible, right? It should be visible. There's the Iron Storm. So it shouldn't be too see-through. So that's why I have the circles, because even if the face of the circle would be like not too pronounced, the edge of the circle is visible. Like I made sure that the edge of the circle is visible. Maybe starting with some light. Okay, now there are 2 projectiles. I'm getting some. I hate that I'm getting lag with the OBS. I don't know how to avoid that. Like, and this is such a small game. This small game is getting lag. I don't know how to, like, maybe I should code in C++ instead of GD script, right? To make it as. But I'm not a good coder, so I'm not good coding. So I thought that the compiler would be better at it, better at optimizing than I would be. That's why I didn't think that I would be doing so many operations that it would make the game lag. Maybe I should have run. Oh wait, I'm so dumb. Maybe I should have run OBS in a lower priority. Right? Maybe I should have run OBS in lower priority to capture nicer. But then the stream would be would have lag, so it's you wouldn't see the difference. I would see the difference, but you wouldn't. So, or maybe OBS could do its job even with lower priority. I don't know. But even then, like, there are huge games that don't lag. So I don't know what the deal is. It's probably something very simple. Like the first time I tried to move around the sprite on screen, it was so laggy and jittery. Turns out I have to, like, I wasn't capping the frame rate at 60. Like I have to tell the game that, hey, you're a 60 FPS game. And I don't know why that works, but that made the movement smooth. Okay, I'm not like because every other stage there's a wormhole. Entering a wormhole. So because every other stage is doable without supercharged countermeasures, that's why I was using them liberally. But here we might need supercharged countermeasures to save our skin, so that's why I'm holding on to it. Even though I have a opportunity to use it. So the way this level works is that there are 3 tracks in the animation. Each of them controls one attack. And the way it works is that there are waves, cycles. Like an attack is getting more and more frequent and difficult, and after a 2-minute climax, it ends and starts from scratch, from very easy. And that cycle is different length for each attack, and it's set up in a way that the 2-minute climax will line up at the very end of the 2 hours, making it the impossible ending. And with its retro beam it's easy, it just gets more frequent. With the projectiles it's also quite easy. There's a randomization though. There's randomization. Like there are different levels, and the different levels, different projectile attacks have different chance to happen. There are salvos and double projectiles, triple projectiles, full projectiles, and the lightning is also works similarly, like having 1 lightning, 2 lightnings, 3 lightnings. And on the lowest level, there's 1 projectile, but no lightning and no tractor beam. So projectile is basically the basic attack that you always have. That's what that keeps the game going. That there are always projectiles to counter. And if you're afraid that this will the same music the entire 2 hours, it's not. It will change. The music will change, and make sure of that. Like it usually changes after the climax. Now because the first cycles are almost lined up, like they are not, but their start is lined up, and the climaxes are alternating between the 3 attacks. The first music change will be after all the attacks went through their first climax, and then it will be faster, the change will be faster, usually after a bigger climax. And at the end of the 2 hours, you will see proximal Centauri. So I was thinking about that, hey, I should make an infinite level. But my problem with infinite levels is that there's no incentive for me to do it, because it's not getting interesting. Like it's the same. That's why I put an end. There's an end to this level at 2 hours, and you get to see Proxima Centauri. And it's a 2-hour level, so most people wouldn't want to play 2 hours. So that's why it's that short. So that's why it's not infinite. It's basically if you want an infinite level for this game, this is basically it. I'm very grateful if you go through 2 hours of this. The best we can do is that you can run it again, run the same one again. Because the thing is that at certain points a certain difficulty, the game becomes impossible. And I made sure that mathematically the final 2 minutes of the level, where the 3 attacks reach their climax at the same time, it's at the level it's at the final, so the precipice, the threshold of possibility. Like if it was any harder than the end of this level, you couldn't make through that. You couldn't make through a minute. Like because of the nature of the game, that also means that theoretically you can get through with no damage. Because there's a certain... It's because turning the reason is that it's because turning the dish is faster than the cooldown of the weapon. That's the reason why there's a hard limit to what's doable, and that's why, because if it's doable, then you can do it with no hit. Like there's no difficulty where you can do it but you will get hit. There's no such difficulty. If you get hit, then you will get constantly hit, and then you die. Like I can do it in a way that you will get hit once, but I have to reprogram that to be one single instance. And I didn't want it. I wanted to be a huge 2-minute tour de force, right? And there were multiple ways to do this. Like I could have done it in a way that, for example, you cannot turn the dish while you're on cooldown, right? Or have it turn slowly, or something like that. But the game feel I was going for was faster and somewhat slower recharge cooldown. That's what I wanted. This is the game feel that I was going for, and the game feel forces me to have this, like the game feel is what I wanted, limits my possibilities. Like if I had a lot of time to work on this, what we could have done is like having RPG elements where your ship is getting better and better. Where you start off with a slow turning dish, and then you make it faster. You have a bad cooldown, different cooldown on different weapon countermeasures, and you level them up separately. But that would mean way more testing of the game field and the difficulty of different stages, different ships, and I had no capacity to do that. Putting way too much work, and this is good enough. Like, I didn't want, like, I was really afraid of the scope creep, so I knew exactly what I want to do, and I knew what could be added, and even like that, I had to let go of a lot of features that I really wanted to do. I really wanted to do a lot of features. For example, the original idea was that you would see the attacking ship. Like, you would see the blockade as you're flying towards it, so you would know what kind of attacks you will get when you reach the ship. But that would mean that like I would love to model the ship. But that would have been a lot of work done after we're done with the game, basically. Oh my god! One dead. One dead. We have one dead. This is not good. This is not good. I wasn't paying attention, I was talking. I hit a bug. I don't know where it is now. It might have crawled on me. There's no pause in this game. There's no pause in this game because I didn't want the player to abuse the pause option. Oh my god, how did I lose the person? I wasn't paying attention. I never lost someone this early in the struggle. Never lost someone this early. This might be a problem surviving the end of the stage. But to be fair, because at the start the climaxes are the closest to each other. The start of the game is the second hardest part of the end. So hopefully we won't lose anyone again ever. I'm paying attention. Woo! That's scary. Let's now use the supercharge. Here. Supercharge again. Go. charge on this level. Theoretically, you have enough time to raise your shields, but I'm just afraid I won't be able to. Maybe side easier. Okay. Maybe there should be more projectiles, but I guess on the lowest level, projectiles can do 0 projectiles, I guess. So I think we got we went through the first cycle of projectiles and Ion Blast, and now we are going for the first cycle of towards the end of the first cycle of the tractor beams. So I could come up with a bunch of different patterns for the projectiles, some patterns for the Ion Blast, but I couldn't come up with anything for the tractor beams. They're just... I don't know why. So the tractor beams are just... it's just... I don't know what I... like... So the projectile versions is like, you have one projectile from a random direction, 2 projectiles from neighboring directions, 3 projectiles, or 4 projectiles. And there's also the salvo, which is 3 projectiles from the same direction at short intervals. And there's also the spiral, which is 5 projectiles in consecutive directions. So you know that you just slowly turn your radar around, and which means that I know exactly where the radar is pointing at that point, because you're going around, right? Because within your attack you might be turning somewhere else, simply, but when you're going around the spiral, I know where your radar is pointing. With Ion Blast we have the single blast, and I just use the single, and we have the full blast, and I just use the single blast to build other patterns like the 2 Ion Blasts quickly after each other, the 3 Ion Blasts but quickly, but slow enough so that you have time to raise the first one. And once there's 4 Ion Blasts consecutive. And there's one combined pattern, which is a missile salvo and an Ion Blast from the opposite direction. Because with a salvo, I know where your which is pointing. You're trying to take out the missiles from one direction, so I know exactly that you will spend a lot of time on that direction. And that's why I'm shooting a Ion Blast from the opposite direction. That's a fun one. But I didn't know what to come up with for the tractor beam, so it's just... And by the way, this ion projectile salvo combo, that's not in this level. Never used it in this level. So because we have like I separated the attacks to the 3 tracks, and like I already handle the difficulty of the ion track and the projectile track, so the ion projectile combo would just mess with it. Even like that, we have like emerging combos, so that's good enough for me. I also didn't have levels without projectiles where there's tractor beams and ion but no projectiles. There are ion beam only levels, but I think that's because I don't have any tractor beam patterns, so it would be boring to just have tractor beams or just tractor beams and ions. There we go. New music track because we are done with the first quarter of the level. With every stage music level, we go through every stage music level on this level. Even the easy ones. Because it's more important to have some diversity of the music than what it's meant for. And now that we're through all the first cycles, now it's easy again. But if we ramp up soon, I think we will get the first difficult part from the projectiles, maybe. Not sure. I think we're getting 3 projectiles, that means we might getting closer to the end of the current projectile cycle. So now that we're through this first part where the 3 climaxes are just one after the other, now the game will get, this stage will get somewhat easier now, until the 3 cycles line up again at the end, but then they will line up perfectly. We are about 300 with the combo. Just amazes me that I haven't done any, didn't miss any through 300. But that's not the point. The point is to survive. Who cares? Who cares about the combo if I survive? I just want to keep the combo meter filled, because you never know when you need a supercharge. I'm trying to gather myself. The ions are ramping up with the two double attacks. So this is easy to kill someone in this game. There's death in this game. I was really kind of afraid that this would go too easy, but I didn't really expect I would lose someone so early in the stage. That really makes me nervous about the ending. Because the tractor beams might just reach the top there. Gotta be real careful with the tractor beams. Because if there are too many tractor beams, it's just game over. I wonder if I should have, like, I could have done it in a way that when there are too many tractor beams, it's not game over, but there's a one damage, right? And that would have been that I could have used way more tractor beams. So maybe this would have been more fun than this. It would have been more obvious what the danger of a tractor beam is, right? Because like this, you only realize how dangerous it is after it's game over, right? So maybe if it would just destroy one payload, if there are too many tractor beams, and then the tractor beams would go away, then it would be more obvious of what's going on. But then it would be way easier, so I would need to use way more tractor beams. And that would mean that the player would have to use way more graviton jamming, unless the graviton jammer would work differently and remove all the tractor beams from one direction, right? And then the supercharge will remove every tractor beam. That could have worked. I guess that could work. Okay, we're done with one cycle now from one of the, I guess, from the projectile attacks. So we get new music now. So now that the cycles are more jumbled up, the music will change faster. And these tracks that change faster, they are way shorter than the first track. And they are less than 1 minute long. And that's why I put that long track at the start. Because we needed to, like, I didn't want it to change a lot, so it made a lot more sense to just let it run through all the first cycle of each. And now the music will change after, because we are at the height of the Iron Storm, basically. So the music will change again after that. And restarts. And these tracks are short. Actually, these are so good, and I guess serve their purpose. So it's okay if they repeat. I don't mind listening to them for a long time. I think we're doing the height of the Iron Storm, I think. And there's an ad incoming in 6 minutes, that's really interesting. better be not at the end of the last stage, because that's the most exciting part. Double and triple lightnings. Use the wrong counter there. This is a very long level. Like, you need to go into Zen mode like, it's kind of meditative. And if I start talking, then I lose the focus. Then I lose my focus. Okay. I'm already thinking about the next game. I have some ideas. But first I need to learn some Blender. Because it was really a problem that I couldn't do. There were things I couldn't do, and I wanted to do, and I just couldn't. And if I start learning them, then I would never finish the game. And I can finish the game without learning them, so I had to say it's good enough. It's good enough. Compromise. Finishing the game is better than perfect. Finishing is better. Good enough is better than perfect. A good enough finished game is better than a perfect game that's never done. And this works. Like, it's not perfect, but it works. There we go. We're through the Iron Storm. New music. Okay, now we're going to the wormhole. And now bot which wants to run an ad, and if you run an ad, I won't stop because there's no pausing in this game. I didn't want the players to abuse the pause feature, and most levels are super short, so you don't want to play just abort. Like you can abort by holding escape or back on the gamepad. We're still doing it. There's a lift pause. The lag. We're going to add. Wonder. Only then I will see if the next ad will be. Mostly well played. I might try and run an ad early. So the next ad won't be timed at the end of the phase. Very close to the half point, so I don't like that the ad was this late. But I think if I run an ad anytime in the second half of the stage, then there won't be an ad at the end of the stage, so I think I will try doing that without losing focus. Here come the triple projectiles, and the sliding is starting, and some is starting, so it's getting interesting. Things are getting interesting. Lacking anymore. That's interesting. Bad. Should have said anything. Heard me. okay, the air is over and we are before the half point, so that's not bad. That's not bad. So we're probably okay. But we still try to run ahead in the second half of the stage so that there will be no other round, not even close to the end of the stage. Oh dang it. So the only way without projectile. Wrong button. Press the wrong button. Yeah, so this cycle is the end of the wormhole cycle. It will end exactly at halfway. There are four, with the wormholes, there's 4 cycles in the stage. So it exactly knows the halfway point of the stage. Almost there. Very close. I mean, I do something soon. I think I forgot to eat before the stream. Oh, protector beam, touching on. Looking on actually. Close the halfway point. time to get there. Oh, so so time to get there. Strength of this game that makes me press the wrong button. There we go, halfway through, we're halfway point. Music change. I think there's some repeat in the music. I think 2 tracks repeat. I like this track. Okay, next time it's convenient I will run an ad. And not now because that would put the ad in the next ad, the completely wrong place. So the next easy part, I think I run an ad and then it won't run anymore during this stage. Oh, this is a very easy part. I guess the Ion Storm is the hardest part here. Doing double lightnings. My thumb is getting sore. To be fair, yesterday I was doing some Dark 2 testing and have to mash some buttons there. So that might add to it. But I'm just not used to using a gamepad. That's exactly why I wanted to make a game that's made for gamepads. Because I like the idea of tactile things like that. Hey, you have a trigger there and like a D-pad, etc. But the thing is that the mouse and the keyboard is just so well optimized for to control the computer that it's difficult to make a game that couldn't be very well controlled with mouse and keyboard. Because they are just very well made for compute. Like, mouse and keyboard has been optimized a lot for the computer, so you can do any kind of software on the computer. Mouse and keyboard will do the job. The next ad is like beyond 45 minutes, but way closer than 1 hour, so that's good, I guess. A triple lightning. triple lightning. I like the laser sound, it's really lasery. No, I think it's just lightning. It's a thunder sound effect, so I just fade it out real fast so that you don't hear the atmospheric rumble after it. Which would like there's no sound in space, that's one thing, but that you can like you can stop your disbelief about hearing the attacks, but when you hear the rumble after it that goes through the atmosphere, that's so obvious atmospheric. Like that's not even from the lightning itself, because that's just the thunder rolling across the earth, right? So you would never like that, like you know that, like it's not just know, you feel that it's that doesn't make sense. Like that's not about academic knowledge, that you feel it in the bones that it's rolling over the land. And there's no land here. Oh, dang it. Lost the supercharge. Oh, I need it soon for the quattro, for the quad lightning. Dang it. But like that the quad lightning charges itself. Charges the supercharge up, so that's fine. Half of it. It charges half of it. So if you have this 4 in the meter, the quad lightning will charge it up. That was a late shield. It was a late shield. And there are 3 lightnings. The 3rd lightning is very late. So you have to be very fast. Because the next one might get quad lightning, that's why. Which doesn't care where, obviously, doesn't care where the last lightning was because it strikes everywhere. Thanks. I always press the wrong button. Lose the supercharge. You shouldn't need the supercharge until the final part. It's just, oh dang it! It's just convenient to have it now. To use it now for the quad lightning. Now we don't have supercharge because we have 2 quad lightnings in a row. Like that, if I didn't raise the third one in time, the quad lightning doesn't care. Okay, we threw the Iron Storm, new music. Should I run an ad now? Running an ad. Running an ad, so there won't be an ad during this stage anymore. Making sure. Because the end of the stage is in 1 hour, so next it should be beyond 1 hour. Yeah, so the projectiles will become a problem first, I think. Before the tractor beams. Oh, geez, this is so... This is very challenging. This level is very challenging. I made sure of it. The original idea was to have a 4-hour stage, because this game has a lot of symmetry with 4s, but then I realized that there's no way I can test the 4-hour stage again and again. I can realistically test the 2-hour stage again and again, but there's no way I'm testing a 4-hour, because that's my whole day basically, right? And I wanted to, like, I could, like, theoretically put myself on different parts of the stage, but the thing is that I need to know how does it feel to play the entire stage, right? Not just parts of it. And that's why it's a 2-hour stage instead of the 4-hour version. Like basically, originally I wanted the Procedure Center to be a faraway dream. But now it's actually realistic to get to it. The 2-hour line. Storm, but the projectiles are getting very numerous. By the way, even though there are only 2 asteroid types, shapes, they each have 3 different rotation versions. Like I randomize their sorting rotation and the axis of the rotation. I randomize both of those, and then for all 3 different rotations, and then I animated them. And the asteroid models are from, like they are from NASA. NASA has a lot of 3D models that you can use. It's amazing. But everything in this game is a 2D sprite, so I render them in Blender. So the point was that I can create I can create the highest detailed models if I want to. Because if I render it in Blender, they will be the sprites. Doesn't matter how many polygons they have. It's a 2D game, so why not? So I wanted to make a 2-dimensional game, and my idea was that I don't need to work in 3D. Like I can just render the 3D models and use them as sprites. This is how we get the dish having animated shadows while it's turning. So the shadows are rendered. and the spaceship model is like my concept is that the model used should be more detailed than you can see, because then you know that it has enough details. Because if you only model the visible details in, that means that you won't go beyond the visibility, right? So which means that new music, because cycle ended, because then the people will see the end of the details, because you didn't go beyond. You have to go beyond the visibility to the details, and then the people won't see the lack of detail. You need to push the lack of detail beyond visibility. So the struts holding the dish, they have like screws in them. The struts holding the detector in the middle of the dish, they have screws in them. That detail. The bottom part of the spaceship has heat shingles on it. Might be somewhat visible in the beauty shots, in the main menu and at the end level screen. It doesn't now. Why is that? No, in 1 hour and okay, the graphic display is wrong, because the numbers say 1 hour 27 minutes. So I think we're good. Should be good. Dang it, wrong button. That's the wrong button. getting a bit hot. The tractor beam. I'm trying to focus, that's why I'm not talking. I really wish I could have a face cam which show my face, but it's just the lights are just too bright for my eyes. Certainly it plays with more of an urgency than... Oh, that was almost late. Okay. Now we're getting together. So this, I think... Oh, this is not... This is very far from the penultimate. Now the tractor beam is getting sneakier. There are too many of them, we will die. We will just lose the... we won't die, but we won't be able to deliver the... All the scientists will die. And we will have to return to base. Close. Lots of tractor beams. Oh, tractor beams not done. Tractor beams not done. Yeah, I think this is the penultimate cycle for each of them. That's why this mirrors the first, the end of the first cycles. All these climaxes are lining up one after the other. So this is the same difficulty, second most difficult after the final 2 minutes of the game stage. Who knows if I can get through that? I don't. So once I died, twice I made this level, this version. So I talk like I only played this 3 times. The thing is that I tested this stage a lot but not on this difficult. Like, not like I was doing balancing constantly, so I only, I think, played this version of the stage on 3 or 4 times, I think. Played it 3 times before finalizing the game, before publishing the game. Since then, I think I played it twice, I think. So that's 5 maybe. I don't know. But I played this stage a lot in different difficult levels. Hopefully this is an okay balance. Like I already lost someone because I wasn't focused enough. And the final 2 minutes, in the final 2 minutes, a lot depends on the rolls, on the random rolls. But it's random how many attacks there are at the same time in one step. And it's 2 at the in average it's 2. But if it's randomly we get above 2 average, that means someone dying. Because you can do only 2 countermeasures a second. Physically. You cannot do physically more. So if this goes above 2 each second, then someone's dying. There's you can do nothing about that. But because of different nature of the attacks, there's some padding. There's some playing room. And because of the supercharged attacks. Supercharged attack can deal with more attacks at the same time, so okay, this is the finale of the penultimate ion cycle. Dang it. I'm on 5, okay, very good. So we only started the final tractor beam cycle. Now we're nearing the final ion cycle and this ends. Oh dang it. Wasted that. And luckily the quad lightning charge adds 4 to the combo meter, and the combo meter is as I say this, so quad lightning charges half of the combo meter. So if you're half full, then you can supercharge shield quad lightning. The mechanics are surprisingly deep. Emergently so. and like I couldn't foresee how deep the mechanics will be and how it will work. So a lot of testing during development showed me things which helped me create the levels, the stages. Especially especially this stage. This is the stage where I use all my knowledge I gained from making all the other stages. Yeah, the lightning, we entered the last lightning cycle, ion cycle. So now we just need to get through the penultimate projectile cycle. And then the last rest starts. And I think we will get tractor beams before the yep. This is the final cycle of the tractor beams activated, and we are still struggling with the penultimate cycle of the projectiles ending. Not sure if we will get lightnings even before the end. We might. And I can already see Proxima Centauri. I can see Proxima Centauri. It's a red dwarf. So I just drew a big red circle. This was at the end of the development, so that's why I wasn't trying to create a cool 3D rendering. It should blind you anyway. Like the original idea was that the ship would fade to black in the backlighting of the star, but that would have been a bit too difficult because I already recolored the ship when there's a hit, so I didn't want to mess with that. There it is in its full glory, Proxima Centauri. Wrong button. You can already see the star itself. But we're not there yet. And the last physics change will be after when the last projectile cycle starts. There we go. And what do we see? What do we see? Spores. This is spores. There's an alien here too. Oh no! I actually managed to put the reveal surprise reveal in the game. I managed to put the surprise reveal in the game. I was so happy. I was so happy that, wait a minute, if I make a long level like this, then I can actually put the surprise reveal in it. So I wanted it. Because it's almost like a linear adventure, right? So there's actually an alien at Proxima Centauri. And it's shooting spores at us. And this is why, I'm a bit sad that I didn't create a monstrous version of the ion attack and the beam, because that would have made the reveal so much more powerful than. Oh wait, this is a projectile. What's in a projectile? Like you can it should have been all 3 attacks. Should have changed types here. But I didn't create them. But hopefully someone in the future will appreciate this surprise reveal. I think we call it the Proxima Giant. Now I have to really focus on this. Because this is the hardest part of the stage. The final 2 minutes. When all 3 attacks will be at the level 4 or the maximum level. Like the beams have only 4 levels, 0, 1, 2, 3, but the other 2 attacks have 5 levels, and the 5th level they can do like quad attacks. We're getting closer. The sound will be huge towards the end, so even though we're getting closer, we're not close yet. So I'm more nervous about the ending. It's fine, it's okay to lose. It's okay to lose at this point. Like, the idea was that it's totally okay to lose in the final combat, in this stage. It's totally okay to lose there. That's just like winning. Like, you go to Proximal Centauri, you saw the spores. Basically, you won. It's just that all the scientists died. They won't die this time. Maybe they won't. Maybe we can do this. And now I need to be careful with the... really careful with the tractor beams because they will sneak up on you. They will sneak up on you. And one thing that I wish I did was make it obvious what killed you. Because in the hectic you might not realize what killed you. And I didn't make that obvious. Like I should have made some animations for different attacks. But this is good enough. For a first game, this is good enough for me. I will add them next time. Like, I must still work on this game. Make an updated version. Lot of ways to update this game. Make it better. Okay, the tractor beam is fast. The tractor beam is fast already. So we're getting double lightnings. The tractor beam is always like it's not random. Tractor beam is not random. It's always the same pace. There are no pattern structures in it. The only pattern is that it's... No, actually there are actually put like in triple tractor beams in some places, but this is accidental. So they get two double beams crossing over each other basically, accidentally. Creating a triple beam. Projectile. Wrong button, press the wrong button. It's on the verge of getting difficult. It's on the verge of getting difficult. But we already achieved what we wanted. We got to the end of the stage. go. I'm so glad I managed to make the effects obvious. Even like when there's like this dumb big red circle in the middle. You can still see the tractor beam, the line from the shield, the projectiles. Okay, it's starting. It's starting. We're doing it. This is it. This is where we get hot. This is where we get hot. This is where it's getting hard. How do we do this? This is the climax where it gets really hard. Three climaxes at the same time. Here we go. We're not even at the final 2 minutes. Because that will be super hack. Oh, here we go. Jeez. How do we do this? Woo! Come on. Okay. 3 projectiles. Okay. Hey, this is one of those accidental triple beams. Wow, that was almost late to the shield. It was almost late to the shield. Triple lightning, triple projectile. It's okay for now. I think I screwed up that's the wrong button there. Triple projectile. Projectile, triple lightning, triple lightning, 4, Go away, tractor beam. Dang it, wrong button. Careful with the tractor beams. Careful with the tractor beams. Quad projectiles. I did a supercharge graviton jammer there. Jesus! Supercharge shields before for the quad. For the quad lightning. Quad projectile. Supercharge jammer. Stop with the, oh my god. Woo! I have no idea how close that was. Jeez. With all the tractor beams. Oh my god. Okay, wow. We did it. Proxima Center impossible. Payload delivered. Progressive 9 of 10 interstellar explorers delivered. As the lead explorer exits the enclosed cabin, he thanks you for coming this far with him. He's very grateful and he wishes he could have seen you do it. Tells you this journey for you might have just ended, but his own long quest of exploration is just beginning, and he hopes you will accompany him again. Efficiency, laser, 2918 hits, 24 misses, that's 99%, that's quite good. Electromagnetic shield, 1966 hits, 16 overflow, 99%, that's good, that's good. 99% is good. Graviton jammer, 2105 hits, 30 misses, 99%. Longest combo, 655. Wow. Okay. Whew. And this notice is complete. And now all of the levels are complete, so we just play through the entirety of Blockade Runner, my first video game. I would say I'm proud of it, but actually I hate all the mistakes in it. I hate all the faults in it, but I'm proud I learned a lot from this. So I will make another game some other time, but first I need to learn a lot. So this is the end of today's stream. Thanks for tuning in and watching the recording. The next stream will be in a bit more than 20 hours when we are going to continue Pool of Radiance. Well, I think we will start by leveling up our fighters, and then we'll sail to an island to clear out Sokal Keep, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. You can see me tomorrow. Have a nice night then, this doggy. Signing off.